This video is for the composition of functions mixed practice worksheet. This is for practice 1, side 1. There'll be a different video for side 2 of this practice. On this video, I'm only going to do problems 4, 7, 12, and 15. If you need more practice on this side, or you have more questions, you can see your teacher or check the answer key on Canvas. So we're looking at practice 1, side 1. And number 4 here, we are using the functions stated above, f, g, and h. So let's give them all a different color. Here's f of x, here's g of x, and here's h of x. We want to find in number 4, h of f of 9. Okay, so remember when we do composition of functions, we always start with what's on the right. And on the right here, we have f of 9. So that is where I start. When I have an input of a number, that means my answer is going to be a number. So I'm going to start by calculating the value for f of 9. So we're going to use the function of f right here. We'll have 2 times 9 minus 1. Well, 2 times 9 is 18. 18 minus 1 is 17. So that is the value for f of 9. Once we know that value, I'm going to put it into the function on the left. And the function on the left is h of x. So that 17 is going to go into the function of h. So we're going to have, instead of x, we're going to put 17 in parentheses to square it, plus 1. Well, 17 squared is 289 plus 1, which is 290. That is how you do number 4. Next, we're going to look at number 7. So we're looking at the same functions here. We have f, we have g, and we have h. And we're finding f of 2. So again, we start on the right. We're going to start with this f of 2 that is on the right here in the parentheses. And I need to evaluate f of 2 so that I can put that into the next function. So I'm going to put 2 in for f. 2 times 2 minus 1. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Now here's the tricky part. I'm starting with the function on the left, or the right, I'm sorry. I found that value. I need to put that into the function on the left, which is f again. So that 3 is going to go back in to the function of f. And you will find 2 times 3 minus 1. That's 6 minus 1, which equals 5. And there you go, that's number 7. Let's look at number 12. We're switching functions this time. 12 and 15. These two use the same functions. All right, this time we have f of x is 9 minus x, g of x is x squared plus x, and h of x is x minus 2. For 12, when I find h of f of negative 6, you start on the right. And we're going to start here with f of negative 6 going into the function of f. So it's the f of negative 6. I'm going to put negative 6 in for x. So I'll have 9 minus, now here's the tricky part. Negative 6 is going in for x. So I have to put both of those negatives there. Remember, when you have 9 minus a negative, 2 negatives there turn into addition. So 9 plus 6 is 15. That is the value of f of negative 6. Once you find that value, you have to put the 15 into the function on the left, which is h. So now I'm going to use the function of h over here, put 15 in for x, and you'll have 15 minus 2, which simplifies to 13. And there you go. All right, let's break this down. Let's look at number 15 now. I'm starting with h. h of negative 9. So since I'm starting with h, I'm going to evaluate h of negative 9. So negative 9 goes into the function for x. Have negative 9 minus 2, and be really careful with your negatives here. Negative 9 minus 2 is negative 11. That negative 11 goes into the function on the left, which is g. So you're going to evaluate g of negative 11. Now when I look at that function, there are 2 x's. So that means I have to put negative 11 in for x when I square it, plus, put parentheses again, negative 11. I'm going to do that twice. Now I want you to be really careful when you type this into your calculator. I want you to type exactly what I have written down here in parentheses negative 11 squared plus parentheses negative 11. That'll give you 121. This will give you minus 11, which is 110. If you don't get that, double check with your teacher and make sure that you're typing things into your calculator correct. Okay. That is a video for side 1 of this practice. If you need help on other parts of the problems, look at the key or ask your teacher for help.